Good morning, dear students. Welcome to all of you to your general English class. Before starting the class, let's do Brahmanath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Swastha. Open your eyes. So, let's start the class. Today we are going to discuss verb. Particularly, we are going to discuss the models. But before teaching you the models, let us focus on the verb. What is it? And as you know from your school days, that verb is an action word. It expresses something which is done by the subject. This is the normal definition that not only you or I, everyone does know it. So here what is mentioned, a verb can be defined as a doing word which refers the functions or activities of the subject in a sentence, whether a subject is a person or thing. So here verb can be defined as a doing word or as an action word which refers to the functions or activities. So verb always refers to the functions or the activities which are done by the subject in a sentence. Either the subject is a person or a thing. It is a word which indicates tense. So what is the tense of this sentence is clearly visible from the verb only. Verbs are those doing words which expresses action, existence and condition of the subject in a sentence. So here the verbs can express the action, existence of the verb in the subject. Understood? Normally verb is classified into two broad categories. What are they? They are auxiliary verb, which is also known as helping verb. Second one is main verb or principal verb. I am writing down one sentence. He is writing a story. Here verb is there, subject is also there, because as you know the minimum requirement to form a sentence is subject plus verb. I do, sentence over. Okay, subject and verb is the minimum requirement to form a sentence. So here he is writing a story. I told you auxiliary verb and main verb. So is the auxiliary verb or helping verb and writing is the main verb or principal verb. Understood it? Yes or no? So here verb is divided into two broad categories, auxiliary verb or main verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verb and main verbs are also known as principal verb. Okay? So now we are going to read on auxiliary verb, helping verbs. Listen, auxiliary verbs are divided broadly in two categories. First one is primary auxiliary, second one is modals. Okay, modals. So here I have written it auxiliary verbs. This is your primary auxiliary and this is your modals. And again primary auxiliary is having three forms. First form is be form, second one is do form, third one is have form. Okay. So in be form, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. These words are used. Sometimes you must have seen be verb is mentioned. So that one is referring to the be form of the primary auxiliary. Second one is do form. Do, did, done, does, doing. So these are coming under this category. Third one is have form. Have, had, having. These are coming under this category. Understood? So primary auxiliary is having three form. First one is be form, second one is do form, third one is have form. It's quite easy to recall. So be, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Over do form. Do means every word will start from do. Do, did, done. This is the past form of do. Do, did, done, does, doing. The main word is do. Have form. have, hatch, as you know has is used in a third person singular. Have, hatch, this is the past form of this one and this one is the ing form. Have, hatch, had and heavy. Understood it? This part is clear to you. Now we are going to read modals. Okay, what are modals? Look, modals are those auxiliary verbs which express the mode of action denoted by the main verb. Got the point? So, modals are also the auxiliary verb because this is coming under auxiliary verb category, but it expresses the mode of action which is denoted by the main verb. Means what is the mode of the action? Either it is permission or order or request, whatever it is clearly mentioned by the modals. It expresses different actions like ability. So, what are the things which are expressed by the modals? The modals does express ability, permission, request, possibility, willingness, order, suggestion and a number of others are also there. I have not written here. So, these things are being expressed by the modals. Okay. In ability it is also referring to present ability, past ability and permission, to give permission, to take permission. Understood? So, for all these things modals are used. And how many modals are there? There are total 13 modals. What are they? Will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, must, ought to, used to, need, dare. These are the 13 modals. Let me tell you one thing. Will, past form is would. Shall, should, past form. May, might. Can, could. Must, ought to, used to, need, dare. These are the modals. But always remember one thing. These modals can't be used independently. You can't use it independently. But at the same time, it must be used to help some other verb, particularly the main verb, because this one is coming under auxiliary verb category, helping verbs. Okay, so that's why either it is primary auxiliary or modal auxiliary, they are used to complete the sentence, but without the main verb, these are incomplete. So, these modals are used to, or it helps another verb to complete the form of the voice, tense or mood. In order to make the sentence complete and meaningful, these modals are used. And apart from this, it is also used to express the mood of the main verb. Means what is the mood? Either the word is being used for permission or ability. These things are clearly mentioned by the modals. Understood it? Now let us read according to your section wise. Okay, for this one you have to refer your book 4 chapter modals. Okay. So dear students, your section 1 is dealing with making request. Okay, so it is clearly mentioned how to make request by using the modals. But tell me, what is formal request? What is informal request? Formal requests are those requests when we do it to a teacher, to a person who is superior to us or to the unknown people. But whenever we are doing request to our mother or to our close friend, we are not following any rules and regulation. Yes or no? So, in that case, our request is informal request. Got my point? Formal request and informal request. Two types of requests are there. Whenever you are doing a request to a principal, that one is formal request. Whenever you are making a request to a teacher, formal request. Unknown person, formal request. But whenever you are doing a request to your best friend, sometimes to your relatives also, if they are quite close to you, that time the request is informal. Okay, there is also semi-formal request. Semi-formal means what? Little bit formal, little bit informal. That one is semi-formal, means you don't want to be particularly formal and polite, but you are formal. Understood now? So here what is mentioned? Can, could, may, will, would and would you mind. So these are the words used to express request. First what I have written? Can. Can you give me your book? Can you do it for me? Sometimes your mom is asking you, can you go to market? What does it mean? It means the request is not formal. That is informal request. You are quite close. That's why informal requests are being made. Understood the point? So, can. Used in informal request. Got my point? So, example is, can you give me your book? If the person is not giving, you will snatch. Okay. So, used in informal request is your can. This one is the example. Could, more formal and polite. Could is used. Could you please give me your book? Okay. Could you please give me your book? This is more formal, more polite, means you are expressing your politeness up to the limit, up to the extent. Understood now? So, your could is more formal and polite. Next come may, used in formal request. May is also formal request. Whenever you are entering into the classroom, you are speaking, may I come in? May I get in, sir? May I get in, madam? You are not speaking, can I come in? Are you speaking? No, you are not speaking. So, may, because may is also referring to formal request. Will, I had told you, will, used to make request when we don't want to be particularly formal and polite. Will is also formal and polite, but we don't want to be particularly polite and humble. Means you are asking someone, will you go to market with me? If the person is speaking no, it's okay, you are not making any other request. Got it? So, these are the models used to make request. Would and would you mind? It is used when you want to be more formal and polite. Would you please do it for me? Would you mind to give me your book? Okay. So, all these sentences are expressing more politeness and more formality. Got it? So, let me speak it once again. Listen. Whenever I am speaking, you also whatever I have written on the board, you just write it down in your copy so that you can understand in a better way. Section wise I will go. So, can. Section 1, making request. Can. Used in informal request. Could. It is more formal and polite. Why it is mentioned more formal? Because may is used in formal, will is also used in formal. That's why could is more formal than may. So, could, more formal and polite. May, used in formal request. Will, it is used to make request, but we don't want to be particularly formal and polite. In that case, will is used. And when we have to use would you mind? When we want to be more formal and polite. More formalness and more politeness is expressed. In that case, we have to use these two models. Understood? Is it clear? Your section 1 is all about these models. It is all about making request. So, now we are going to discuss, there are only 3 activities, activity 1, 2 and 3. We will discuss few of the questions from all these 3 activities. Okay? So, students, let's do activity number 1. You just go through your book also, so that it would be easy for you to understand. Activity 1, and what is the instruction? That you have to use models to ask for permission. It is mentioned, you need some money, ask, making request, okay, ask a friend to lend you some. So, here you are going to make a request. And what are the models to use for request? As I told you, can, may, could, would you mind, will. These are the models used to make request. So, here think, what type of request is it? You need some money, ask a friend to lend you some. It means you are asking to your friend. So here this one can be informal. Okay. So in informal request, which model is applicable? Can. Answer can be, can you lend me some money? Okay. Over. This is the answer. Second question. You want your room key from the receptionist in a hotel. Ask the receptionist to give you the key. So here which model is appropriate? This one is also formal because this is not informal. You are talking to person, to someone who is unknown to you, and apart from this you are talking to a receptionist. There must be some formality. You have to maintain some dignity. So here which model is appropriate? May, or could is also you can use, but could is more polite. So may is also correct. So what can be the answer? May you give me the key of my room? Understood? So here write down, may you give me the key of my room. As I told you, may is also formal. It is used in formal place to make request. So here may is appropriate. You are on phone. You want to speak to the chairman. Okay. So whenever we are talking over phone, you just use your IQ. Think, may I talk? May I speak? You are speaking or not? So here also simple. May I speak to the chairman? Okay. Over. What is the next question? You want someone to tell you how to reach the railway station. So here you want to be more polite and humble because you are asking. If the person will give you the wrong route, you will be diverted from your path. So here could or would is appropriate. So what can be the answer? Would you please tell me, or would you tell me the way to the railway station? Okay. So would you tell me the way? Would you tell me the way to the railway station? Understood? So here would is your formal one. You are using the formal model. So this one is would. You are working and want everybody to be quiet for some time. So which one is appropriate? You are working and you are going to make a request. You should be formal and you should be humble. So here you have to write down, would you please be quiet for some time? Okay, let's check the answers. You need some money, ask a friend to lend you some. Can you lend me some money? You want your room key from the receptionist in a hotel. Ask the receptionist to give you the key. May you give me the key of my room? Question mark. You are on phone. You want to speak to the chairman. May I speak to the chairman? You want someone to tell you how to reach the railway station. Would you tell me the way to the railway station? You are working and want everybody to be quiet for some time. Would you please be quiet for some time? Clear? So these are the models used to make request, either formal or informal, because your first one is informal request, can is mentioned. But in this way you have to make the request. Listen, in section 1 there are 3 activities. This is activity 1. Activity 1, I think it contains almost 10 to 11 questions, but I have discussed only 5. But you need to write down almost all the questions in your copy. Okay, understood? let's go to activity number 2. So students, we are reading the models which are used to make request. Here, look, sometimes we are making requests to friends, but the requests are quite unusual. Did you understand it? So whenever the requests are unusual, in those cases, we also can use can, could, would. Okay, can is informal. As I told you, near your bosom friend you can use can. But if the request is quite unusual, you also can use could or would. So let us see. Here the sentence is, same girl is mentioned. Okay, Monisha wants some books to read. She would like her friend to get her some. Here which request is appropriate? Here you want some book, and it is not needed that you will do formal request. Here informal request is also correct. So here can. Can you get me some books? Or can you bring some books for me is also correct. If you are writing can you bring some books for me is also correct. Manisha wants her friend to write a letter for her. So this is also formal or informal, whatever it is, but you have to focus. The request is usual or unusual request. Okay, you can ask your friend, let's go for a walk. Can you give me a book? But can you ask your friend, can you wash my clothes? Can you clean the utensils? Can you speak? No, these are unusual requests. So whenever you are using unusual request, you have to be formal. Manisha wants her friend to write a letter for me. Can you write a letter for me? Okay. Manisha wants her friend to fetch the mobile phone which is in the next room. This is also informal. Can you fetch the mobile phone for me? Okay. Manisha wants some vegetable soup for lunch. Manisha wants some vegetable soup. This is not usual request, unusual one. Could you make some vegetable soup for lunch? Okay. Manisha wants her friends not to go out and leave her alone. Could you stay with me please? Listen, I am telling you one thing here. In these sentences, more than one answer is also possible. Okay? If in the place could, you are using would, will also be correct. So, if you are making will is also correct. Will you make some vegetable soup for me for lunch? This one also will be correct. So, here more than one answer is also correct. So, in your activity 2, likewise 8, 9 or 10 questions are there. I have written 5 questions. Let's check the answers. Monisha wants some books to read. She would like her friend to get her some. Can you get me some books or can you bring some books for me? Monisha wants her friend to write a letter for her. Can you write a letter for me? Monisha wants her friend to fetch the mobile phone which is in the next room. Can you fetch the mobile phone for me? Monisha wants some vegetable soup for lunch. Could you make some vegetable soup for lunch? Monisha wants her friend not to go out and leave her alone. Could you stay with me please? Okay, it means here she is making the request that Monisha's friend will not go outside. She will live with her only. Okay, that's why the request must be quite more formal as well as polite. So, this is your activity 2. Now, let us go to activity number 3. Okay. Now, see activity 3. What is written? Seema is staying in Lina's home as a guest and Lina has to request Seema to do a few things for her which she is not able to do herself for some reason or the other. So here two characters are there. Who are they? Seema and Lina. First understand the situation, then only you can do the request. Otherwise it is not possible to do. Seema and Lina. So Seema is staying in Lina's home. Who is staying? Home is Lina's, but Seema is staying there. And Lina has to request Seema to do a few things. So Lina has to request Seema. So the owner has to request the guest to do some work for her, which she is unable to do. Understood the point? Means the owner will not do. The owner will request the guest to do some work for her. That's why the situation here is quite formal. Understood it? So these are the situation. For this situation, you have to make request. Switch up the light. Could you switch up the light? Over. Make some tea. Could you please make some tea? Okay. Water the plants in the garden. On your request, could you please water the plants in the garden? Take the rubbish out of the dustbin. So here also, would you mind? Would you please, or could you please? Okay, cook dinner. So these are the requests. You also can use would, but here as all the requests are quite formal, that's why we have to use formal models. Switch off the lights. Could you switch off the lights? Or could you please also you can write down. Make some tea. Could you please make some tea? Water the plants in the garden. Could you please water the plants in the garden? Take the rubbish out of the dustbin. Could you please take the rubbish out of the dustbin? Cook dinner. Could you cook the dinner? Okay. Or will you cook the dinner is also correct, but that is not particularly formal and polite. That's why it is formal and polite. And you have to use these words. Instead of could, you also can write down would. That one will not be wrong. Understand it. Any doubt you have, you can ask me later. So with this your section 1 for making request in the model portion is over. Okay. Write down the activities. Try to understand it properly. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice time.